Hi, Gloria Lybecker here. Have you ever felt sad and lonely? I felt both. And yet, when I felt it in my relationship with my husband, it's felt more sad and more lonely than most. So I've been thinking about grace a lot lately. And it really got my attention one day when I was working hard outside. I was working really hard with my husband. We were preparing a section of land to fence in as pasture for my horses. It was really good, hard work. And I could see that my dreams were becoming a reality right before my eyes. I remember I was dreaming out loud and I said to my husband, I said, so I've been thinking we'll put the fence out this direction. And I motioned with my hands to show where the fencing would go across the field. So then he invited me to walk with him as he showed me how he envisioned it would all come together. He said, the fence will come out this way and go around the raised beds. And as I followed and I listened to him, I began to feel bewildered. This was not how I had imagined it would be, or what I thought that we'd agreed on. I began to pepper him with questions, and my cadence got shorter, and I could feel my throat was tensing up. Right before my eyes, I saw my husband shut down. And for the life of me, I could not understand why. I was surprised and I said, are you angry? He responded in a very flat tone of voice. It's just the way you talk. Ouch, I said. I felt so stung. And I watched him as he walked away, and I could feel the tears were building up behind my eyes. I walked around our greenhouse and I sat in the warm sunshine. And then I held my hand in my hands. This, by the way, is an excellent energy medicine strategy when you feel overwhelmed. In the moment, though, I just let the tears fall and noticed how stunned I felt, just how quickly it seemed as if things had fallen apart. And as I held my head in my hands, I could hear my compassionate, essential self asking me, do you feel so sad and lonely? Do you need to know that you are valued and matter, no matter how you talk? So that was a very gentle, resonant guess that my essential self made. I took that in. I'm like, yeah, I would like to be spoken to with kindness. And I continued to just let the tears flow. And then I began to tap my meridians, my tapping points. I said, and when I talk bothers somebody, I would like to be told with kindness. And then I silently tracked my sensations, linking them to the beauty of the underlying needs. And I said, even though I feel tight tension in my temples and constriction in my throat, needing warmth and needing grace, feeling so low and miserable right here, right now, I love myself anyway. And I could hear this soft inner voice saying, acknowledging, yeah, you really value grace. How are you living and modeling grace in your life? What does that look like right now? And in the moment, I looked up in the sky and I felt the warmth of the sun and gentle breeze on my face. And I responded, well, I live and I model grace when I choose to attend to self-care in the moment, meeting needs for warmth and self-connection. 2, when I receive empathy and nurturance from my compassionate essential self, who so kindly translates my inner critic. And 3, I live in model grace when I slow down my inner experience by noticing and tracking my body sensations and emotions and linking them to the divine needs underneath. And 4, I live and model grace when I honestly express my truth, trusting I'm heard and held by spirit, something that's so much greater than myself. And 5, I live and model grace when I ask and trust love to lead my way, acknowledging just how very much grace means to me. And when I take time to know what that looks like for me personally and in my relationships. Grace sees with eyes of love when others do not. Grace hears the heart of the hurting and the beauty of the needs beneath any words and actions that may have been taken. Grace compassionately understands the desperation, the overwhelm, the loneliness, the shame, even the anger. And grace loves anyway. Grace is available and kind. I just need to be willing to receive divine grace and then expand it out by living it in the relationships I have with others. I felt the tension in my temples release as a tingle radiated down my neck and my shoulders. And I took a deeper breath and let it out ever so slowly. Then turning my thoughts back to the one who's my husband, I acknowledged to myself the complexity of life that he holds, and my heart warmed with the depth of love that I harbor for that man. So inspired by grace, I went inside to make a repair with the man who has so greatly contributed towards making my dreams become reality. So what does grace look like for you? If you're interested in getting to have some accompaniment on your journey, getting better acquainted with divine grace, I'd be honored for you to reach out to me at healingyousanctuary.com. Thanks for being on this journey with me today. Healing you.